Hello everybody and welcome back. I'm Count Christo and this is the Imperial Britain campaign. Thank you ever so very much for joining me. We are going to launch D-Day with American assistance, the Royal Navy helping out at sea, and the glorious Polish and French plane air wings in the sky. We shall bring glorious victory. Germans have a lot of divisions, but very few ships, and I suspect that they're going to be taking heavy casualties in the east, even though they are gaining ground against the Soviets at a worrying speed. Fall of Kiev being a notable moment there. In the east, we are struggling. Struggling to hold back the Japanese horde, but we will do our best, and we have some fresh port defense divisions that will be arriving very soon to assist us in our task. If we can just give the Chinese some time, just delay their capitulation a little, that should help us have time to turn the tide. Why do you... what? 1% mission efficiency. Why? Oh, okay, because they weren't actually, like, there. That's in the last month. Yes, that's very fair. It's very fair. Events timing out. The US is completing that... They're building some radars. That's fine. We could do some of this stuff, but I think we decided none of it actually helps. Although fight on the beaches gives... war sport's not the best thing for us right now. We are almost at our manpower limit, so I think we're going to have to go to extensive conscription soon. Right, yes, and we have a huge steel deficit being hindered by... Why am I at... Why is so little of it being delivered? Due to low trade influence. Okay, so we need to reset up this deal then. Alright, give me much less than we originally agreed, but the US can provide some. Vast convoy deficit, which perhaps the United States could help us with. Nice. They actually will. Hey, France. Got any convoys for an old buddy? 25 convoys, thank you, thank you. Oh, you Portugal. No, it wasn't overly helpful. Who else is in our faction? Hey, could you give me some convoys? Netherlands. You hit me up with some of those convoys? No. Who else? It's pretty much everyone of import in the Allies, isn't it? Oh, yeah, Norway, of course. How could I forget? Norway. Convoys? Nice. Bunch of convoys. Denmark, yes. I mean, what have you got to be doing up there except just building some convoys? Good. So we're going to get a bunch of convoys off all our allies. Requisitioning. That's the kind of thing that German intelligence would probably pick up, wouldn't it? And the British have just requisitioned hundreds of convoys from around the world. They might be planning something. We can develop some oil fields in Qatar. Don't really need to do that. Let's do some extradition campaigns on France and Poland. They're the ones that we're mostly going to be using here. And let's take a look at our exile governments. All at 100% legitimacy. Governments basically just tend towards 100% legitimacy because they always want to lobby for their own support. So once we take these areas, we will actually be able to reinstate them, which means we lose all their ships, army leaders, and divisions. You can no longer use their exiled manpower, but then they start operating as like a proper nation. I don't know why you'd ever want to reinstate them. It's possible that once we take this area, we'll occupy it. In which case you might want to reinstate them because we might have to apply like an occupation policy against the area. Please hold. In fact, you know what? Try and raid those convoys. Oh, we found them. I think. We were finding them. Are we in combat with them? No? I found some other convoys up here. No, I'm interested in these 5 specifically. Not 5. 5 convoys, standard size division, that'll be 15 convoys. But, I mean, if we can take out these Venezuelan convoys and then move on to these ones, that's also great. Yep, there they are. Found them. Nice. Undefended. Just one convoy? I guess they tried to retreat. Nice. Brought them down. Good work, team. Yeah, any Chinese non-aggression pact is fine by me. We should probably stand down these air bombers just for a moment. And the fight over the channel as well. because we want to save up a bit of fuel in preparation for this invasion. Okay, are we good to go? I think we may be. The Americans are here. Let's we could do the cool symbol for D-Day. What symbol should we use for D-Day? There we go, it's watery. Sounds good. You guys need standardized coloring, please. And we need some generals for the American divisions. Well, could use some foreign volunteers. Could be good. But I like William. William would be a good one. 5 attack on this guy. Wow, that's pretty good. Low recovery rate, but 5 attack. Or no, 4/4 with a cheap promotion cost and good at infantry. Yeah, you'll do. You'll do just fine. Okay, and now the time has come. Air wings, take to the skies over the Benelux. No, the actual landings are all over northern France. Take to the skies over northern France. We're slightly overstacked here, but that's easily sorted. Just 2 of them need to move out to here. You actually don't have range on that, so that's fine. You're all wrong type of plane anyway. Alright, you guys strike here. Let the fighters fly. Vast air superiority established. Naval supremacy unquestioned. We can no longer need to defend the whole Atlantic, by the way. I'll defend it again, obviously, if they start raiding it, but I want all our ships in the right location, which means we'll need to give them a second, actually, just to move to location. We just got some new anti-air, so we should really add that to all our ships, but let's do D-Day first, shall we? Or we could just put it on new ships, because I don't really want to be retrofitting ships. We have so many old ships. It's new models that we need. Okay, planes in position. I want to wait for their mission efficiency to have ticked up. Looks like they're just about ready. More ground crews, so we have maxed out mission efficiency. There are 0 ships currently present in the channel. Camille, the exiled leader from the Netherlands, with 5 attack and the invader. He will take back what is his. Execute. Let's do this thing. Launch. Launch D-Day. At 8 AM on the 20th of November 1941, the code word downfall was relayed to all relevant Allied stations. The invasion had begun. Northern France would be liberated first. A lightning strike to the Rhine with the support of our American friends would see the beginning of the liberation of all of Western Europe. The Soviets, although unaware of the attack because of the necessary inter-alliance politics and struggles with defending Soviet and being able to verify the security of Soviet intelligence, would not know of the attack, but they are meanwhile tying up vital German divisions that should be holding the Atlantic Wall. A lack of coastal forts was prevalent in this region, with Hitler dismissing the threat of the Commonwealth, who he thought would be too focused on the threats in the East and the Mediterranean. Little did he know that this was our plan all along. A glorious resurgence as our troops land unopposed in many ports. Oh, no, sorry, opposed in many of them as well, but unopposed in some. Or no, actually, imposed in all ports we tried to land on, but that's okay. All part of the plan. We will be fine. Dieppe looks like it may well fall. Dunkirk, okay. Landed at Calais with a huge detachment of glorious, experienced British divisions. Rapidly moving to secure new territory and envelop the local German defenses. Opening up new fronts of attack. Let's do this thing. Let's go. Local German divisions moving in disarray, some going away, some towards the attack. They didn't expect it. Yes. What is this city called? I can't see the name of this city because Amiens Falls, granting us a much needed supply base in the region and allowing an immediate attack on Dieppe from the newly captured city. Dunkirk buckling under the weight of attack from both sides. Looking fantastic. Lille, unfortunately, managed to be defended, but its defense was brushed aside in short order. Defenders moving towards Dieppe, possibly going to be too late. 5, 3. Ah, yes. Driven out before they could properly reinforce. Dieppe falls, the beautiful coastal city. The lifting gate on the Dieppe harbour rose under, or was obliterated under glorious Allied shore bombardment. And we pushed our way into the central harbour. Beautiful city, Dieppe, by the way. Granting the Allies much needed supply base. Immediately. Ah, damn it. Immediately. Ah, I can't build an air base there. A naval base there. Damn it. Dunkirk. We need to take Dunkirk because it's got a level 6 naval base. We might be able to do it, but they're fighting us hard. Le Havre has a 5, though. So that would be good, too. Vital supply bases needed to be captured in the early stages of the offensive before the German response could overwhelm the fragile Allied attack.
Keep on moving.
Fall back, fall back. Don't get encircled.
Come on.
Let's not be dumb here. Pin them down. Don't allow them to move into Le Havre. Come on. Come on. 22 hours. One day. It's possible. Fierce fighting in the skies. Unsurprisingly. Come on. Take Dunkirk. I believe. Miracle at Dunkirk. Let's see it happen. Alright. We can get a new guy. We should really get like an infantry expert. But we need the extensive description. Alright. Yes. Yes. With the capture of the city, the Allied supplies in the region were vastly shored up. And the vast force of the brand new 40 Wits, with weapons from all over the world representing the wonderful multi-nation effort that was being levied against the Germans, moved in, ready to carry out their part. The blocking divisions that would prevent any and all attempt from Germany to regain control of northern France.
Ready to move.
As Henrik, the glorious, experienced exiled leader from Denmark, took control of the troops. Fantastic. Dunkirk, its defenses wavering, falls before the glorious Allied offensive. Costa Rican leader, seeing our glorious, successful offensive, immediately wishes to take up arms alongside us. The fall of Dunkirk grants sufficient supply for yet another army to be deployed. The Americans, having enough of sitting on the sidelines, decide that now is their time to join the war in earnest and deploy to the French pocket that was rapidly being established. Just a few days later, the Allied position in northern France is looking vastly superior. As planes and other materials are shipped across the channel, it looks like the German Reich's Goliath is going to be pushed back. Now the Allies just had to hold on to their land until the men could arrive that would shore it up indefinitely. With the number of divisions under Montgomery's command, Germany has no chance unless he can push them back quickly enough. Let's see. The attack towards Paris begins as Henrik's divisions take to the front, eager to see combat and win for themselves the kind of fame so far reserved for the initial landers. A fierce German counter-offensive begins, and the line looks that it might buckle in a few places.
Go, go, go!
The defenders know that it cannot break. It must not break. The push to Paris continues unabated despite this new threat. Let's do this thing. Communist China just capitulated for the second time. It's interesting. Need to push them back.
Listen up.
Ah, we're not going to push them back from that.
Orders.
That's a problem.
Fall in.
They are trying to push us back pretty fiercely, but we're holding them so far. And I suspect we're going to see a turn in the tide in the east. Minsk has fallen, which is not good, but I suspect the Soviets are going to start making gains soon.
Move out.
We're struggling here. Enemy air superiority is hurting, but we've taken it for now. So we'll see. Let's get some defense over the channel. We obviously need to make sure that our huge supply chain going across the Dunkirk stays safe.
Fall in.
Alright, give me some support attack here. So if we can take some of their air bases in the region, we'll see much better success. And we're holding firm in the north against the German counteroffensive. Their artillery hammering our lines. We've taken very few casualties in this offensive so far. Let's look at the Germany sitting at 2.6 thousand casualties. Sorry, 2.6 million casualties. We'll see how that rises as our offensive goes on.
Under fire.
Call off that offensive. There's too many of them compacted into that province.
Yes, sir.
Push to Paris. Looks like it's going to yield better results.
Come on.
More reinforcements moving in here. We're going to go with no focus for now. Losing some convoys. But we do have ships trying to help at least, so we'll see how we can do there. Our convoy count looking a lot better now that we have these men over the channel rather than hogging convoys ready to go. Hitting the supply limit here now. We're going to need more infrastructure in this area, but it looks like it's already capped out, or I don't have the political power to do it or something. Ah, there we go. Yes, we need begin. Alright, and here we don't have control of these states. Or do I? Here. Ah, I don't have the political power. That's right. Okay, which pops up what? A decision? To cancel it. Okay. Yeah, better infrastructure in the region will help out a lot. Oh, they've ceased their offensive here, which means it's time for one of our own. Not looking great. We'll try going into Lille. Might yield better results this time. No, they have good anti-air in their divisions. It may yet work. More tech. Got to get the raw infantry tech, I think. Come on, liberate Paris. I believe. As our air superiority solidifies, we're even getting intelligence on exact enemy numbers now. Superb. Fuel is draining, but that's just the nature of the beast. They're trying hard to push us out here. Cease the offensive on Lille. We need to prioritize holding the ground that we've managed to take so far. We should probably fall back here. Stay still. Well, I mean, if we can drive them back immediately, kind of might as well. But no, we cannot indeed. Okay. Come on, let me take Paris. We're getting there. We're getting there. Obviously, this is no lightning offensive through France, which is what we were hoping for, but it should at least give the Soviets a serious chance against the massed enemy forces. I think the Italians are prioritizing us over the Soviets, especially now, so
Ready to move.
if that could just give the Soviets a chance.
Keep on
Ooh,
attacking.
that's bad.
Attention.
Divert men to reinforce there.
Yes, sir.
And then perhaps a two-pronged offensive here.
Come on.
Doesn't
move
look
out.
like it. I have to imagine the American divisions that we're using here are not very good. We'll see what we can do. We'll see if we can make use of them. Alright, the patrols and strike forces can spread back out again. Ouch, lost 6 subs there. Yeah, cease convoy raiding in that region. It's okay for now. Any other combat results? Yeah, just losing a couple of convoys over in the east. It's to be expected. Meanwhile, our influence over the Soviets is dwindling. They should be liking me. I'm launching a huge offensive against the Germans. They ought to be appreciating the efforts I'm putting in for the cause. And it looks like Paris is going to fall. Come on, I believe. We can take here. We can take the other two.
Move out!
Just got to rapidly move from one to the other with no hesitation on the part of our divisions. Damn, they got reinforcements again. We'll break them again. We don't have enough. We have enemy air superiority. Our division commanders are behaving superbly. Could do with an upgrade. Guerrilla expert doesn't really need that. You don't have any available. You could get amphibious, but that's not really what we need. Actually, you know what? You can have naval liaison for a shore bombardment bonus, and then what we'll do is we'll bring up the reserve fleets and see if we can get an attack going here using their shore bombardment.
Orders!
Only attack with the best troops to begin with. What we're looking at. Pretty good shore bombardment. Might be able to. Let's give it a go. Meanwhile, your planes can try and give us a little bit of aid from the sky. Suffering in the middle here.
Under fire!
Let's throw in some more fresh divisions
Orders!
into here.
Orders!
Paris falling. That's what I like to see. Keep them pinned south of Paris while we move in to the city itself. Come on. Yes! Paris liberated. That is what I like to see. We now gain a great opportunity to attack north into Picardy. Meanwhile, holding here and driving them back in the north. No, not driving them back in the north. Never mind. You guys go back into reserve. Alright, good. If we're holding them against attack here, that's when they fail, that's when we launch the counter-offensive.
Ready, sir!
Yes, good. Okay. Well, with the liberation of Paris, you know, as I say, it wasn't the blitzkrieg that we were perhaps hoping for, but certainly didn't go badly. We managed to land. First try, after all. And the plan's going to have to change as to where we go from here, but we'll live that out in the next episode. Until then, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.